is uncertain of who was the one that did it. You all rolled really well. Well enough, I should say. But uh, as you are all walking down the corridor, you feel the floor like sink. And is that very notion that the floor sunk about a couple inches that your brain, like a light switch, flips, and you all immediately jump in different directions off to the side. And as you do, the floor falls down completely into a electrical pool that lies beneath.
Hmm.
Fortunately, you were able to avoid falling in.
I'm
Oh,
gonna make a little bit of a request here. I'm looking at the floors and seeing how stable they are.
make a
just,
perception
just,
check.
just, just around me, trying to like go. Oh shit! If that one caved in, what else could fucking cave in?
Make a perception check.
I do the same thing for the
Ooh.
walls. Gonna just walk along these things.
Yep, go ahead, make your perception checks.
Tiger's just gonna look down and go,
Oh,
shocking.
I pushed Tyga into the fucking light.
I don't get pushed. Acrobatics, let's go.
Yeah.
Hold his fucking head under.
Uh, it seems like, from what you guys can tell, that might have been the only section because everything else feels pretty. You're like poking it with your glaive. You're testing the waters and making sure everything's all right. And from what you can tell, everything seems to be appropriate. Um, Nothing further around this area seems to be trapped. You got into a very unlucky spot, and with just a slight moment of your guard being dropped, almost dropped yourselves. But fortunately enough, you were able to not fall down. You go ahead and you continue your way, walking around the pit that is now there, and continue following the path of the cable line. It's an eerie situation as there doesn't seem to be anyone around here. Very silent, very eerie. There's As you're following the tubings, you find this small door, and all everything seems to lead to this door and go beyond it. The door is completely closed, seemingly no lock to it, but there are many of the cable lines that just seems to go past it. Very different than the rest. This door in nature is homely, to say the least. And there's a plate on it. It reads Resurrection Testing Facility.
How many books are in this facility?
You have not entered yet.
Did I stutter? No.
Fallon is gonna look at Samira.
No.
They're talking. They're big talking.
Quit that.
Yep.
Speak to us, fuckers.
Yeah.
Quit it.
Role play. Come on.
No, it's not roleplay. It's player talk.
I'm aware.
Quit it.
So players can't talk?
No, they can. I'm just fucking.
No.
Never.
Impossible.
Never.
Luke had a theory is all.
Cool. Hell yeah. Anyway, so I had looked over at Samira. You're good. Seeing if she once upon hearing this resurrection room exists. Straight over to Samira.
I want in that shit.
You don't want to be resurrected. It hurts.
I imagine it's better than being dead.
Samir would have looked at Laura.
I want in the
Or
room.
look at Pee Wee. It'll be funny. We can all look at each other in a circle.
Yeah, like I don't know if there's like yeah.
No,
Because in her mind, she's thinking of the recent conversation had with Fallon and Laura. She's not really thinking any.
Fallon is feeling the exact same way.
I'm feeling the exact same. Let me put it this way. I look at Tyga, ignoring everyone else, and say, do you feel comfortable scouting in there? Rowdak, if you were to hop in a shadow.
I'm fine with it.
Let's go.
I just jump into a shadow.
See if there are any traps, if there's a door that we need to enter, if there's a lock on the other side,
Oh.
etc., etc.
Eeny, meeny, miny, you.
Wonderful.
All right.
Lorath, Samira, and Fallon
Okay.
for 3 hours.
Okay. I would like you to go ahead and roll your stealth check.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Hello, Pink Panther.
All right.
If he fails, he can roll a d6.
Yes. If
What
I'm
fucking-
failing, it's a 23.
As you walk to the door and you place your hand on it, it opens up. And as you enter, from what everyone else sees from the back of Taiga as he starts to enter the room, inside the room there are various points of light. It is dark beyond the doorway itself, but beyond the darkness, there are various points of light. Some of it is flickering, some of it is static in nature. But Taiga and Raldak, as you go in deeper, you start to see a series of equipment that start to line the area. There are tables, there are notes, there are strange looking boxes, there are tubes, large glass tubes. Some of them glow with an eerie nature. And as you proceed to go further in, you start to see humanoid figures in these glass tubings. Would you like to get a better look?
Not particularly. I'm
What do you see? Oh, wait.
yes.
Wait,
You can't
wait,
talk to
wait,
me.
What do
yeah,
you
I
see?
can talk to you.
Yes. Test tubes with people.
Okay.
Ignore those. Are there people in there?
Yes, in the
No,
tubes.
I meant people in the surrounding. Can we enter? Is it trapped? Is there anything? Does it look like if we enter without sneaking, it's gonna and then the doors are just gonna lock?
You may roll a perception check if you like, Taiga.
17.
17.
And a D6.
You start to look around. There's no immediate.
23 if needed.
You start to look around. There's nothing that seems trapped. Just silence.
It
Is
seems all right. Oh wait,
I walk in.
it seems all right.
Oh
It
fuck!
seems all right.
Fuck!
It seems,
Fuck! Okay.
wait, I have to talk to you individually. Hang on.
I'm in.
No, it's just me watching Laura at this point. That's the fuck.
As you
I just follow Lorath because I'm not connected, don't know anything. Like, well, I guess he's going and I'm going in.
Yep.
right,
Samira would follow along.
uh, you all begin to walk in. For those of you who are not of the dark vision nature, luckily, the Twilight and by proxy, Fallon is able to illuminate the areas around you. Uh, and once again, you see stacks of books, test tubes, and then further and further as you go deeper, you see large glass tubings and humanoid figures that seem to line further and further as you go down.
Who are in the glass cases?
Would you like to approach one?
Yeah.
As you go
Here we
ahead
go.
and you
I'll follow her.
approach one of these glass
Don't even
tubings,
kind of care. I'm just looking for these books and diaries. Please continue.
I'm curious, and she did the thing before I could. So I'm all about it.
you see a feminine-like figure, long flowing hair. And Fallon, you start instinctually, your fist starts to clutch. You start to get upset as you start to realize, as both you and Samira get closer, you start looking at whoever this person is, and they floating there with their straggly like arms. No fucking way. That's fucking Corbin. They're all Corbins. Multiple and multiple Corbins in tubing.
Matt
Gonna
called that
fucking
shit,
scream.
and he's losing it. He says, "Called it."
What?
What the fuck?
It's at this point where I'd say, "Where's I've been looking. Where's
Make an
that diary at,
investigation
George?
check. Make an investigation check.
Give me this
Immediately-
diary."
Fallon is
I
immediately.
will also
I wanna do the
say-
help action if
I will
possible.
also say,
Somehow
I have
Palpatine
Tyga
returned.
helping.
God damn,
No,
you're
I
right.
have Tyga helping. I messaged
Okay,
him
we're
and I
good.
said,
We're good
find
then.
the diaries, find the books, bring them to me.
I'm gonna take a quick
Assuming
whiz.
he's actually doing it.
Get it with advantage if you're getting help.
Yes, I am helping you because actually my
ooh,
investigation is
ooh.
so
Hold on,
bad.
let me hit you up with a fucking what?
Hey, it's better than the theory that I came up with.
Love it.
I'm
Yeah, that theory is fucking crazy. I can't believe you called that shit.
I get it. Your theory was they're cloning Pee Wee or Dee Wee, the original.
Dewey.
Well, this was the resurrection room, and someone had special article of clothing from Samira's sister. So I'm like,
That's also true. I thought he was about to tell me it was Rose, and I was gonna fucking flip my shit. I was
Look,
gonna be like,
all
no.
y'all have like significant others that have died for various reasons. And there's fucking me and Tyga who don't. I mean, Tyga probably has a few people. I don't know about them. I don't really have anyone.
The look you gave was great.
Yeah,
by
you
the way.
do.
You have each other.
You have
okay?
you have Dewey. We had Dewey.
Dewey. I have Pontus.
Yeah,
He's
Pontus.
still
yeah,
here.
Yeah,
He just got
Yeah,
possessed.
you had Pontus.
You had
Pontus
him.
Make
got
sure we
possessed
understand
by
the
the
past
spirit of his dead friend.
25.
yeah, I probably have like a D100 worth of people that could be in here
Right.
technically.
Wow.
One of you, I will say Tyga, you find something akin to a light switch. Everything lights up. Lorath, you see what's going on, and as Fallon and Samira are just kind of in shock, and with Taiga's help, you start going through the notes. The notes speak of how Blaine himself, for more time than he has let on, a, a great mage himself in times past, has been using this facility to extend his life. There was never a Corbin. There's only Blaine in this room.
Wow.
These are all magic jars. And every time he dies, a new body is enacted for him.
So we kill all but one and trap the hell out of the last one.
If I may.
I feel like we need a bunch of Deku scrubs for some reason.
If I may.
I think they would be good for this.
Fire.
Listen, everyone. And I explain what is read. We have two choices. We could destroy all of these, probably very easily, and not tell Blaine. And when he thinks that a problem needs to arise, and he gives himself an out, and he dies for real. Or that might cause a problem, because if we break all of these, I personally haven't started looking, and I haven't started reading through this diary and these stacks of books, to see if there's an alarm system that he's aware of, to where he'd fight to the last breath rather than just letting his body die.
How far along do these bodies look?
Also, how many?
There's
I mean, they're
Are we talking like
recognizable.
6, a dozen?
there's about 10 at the moment. Some of them are
Oh
in
my
various
God.
stages of completion. Some are still a child, some a baby.
Oh no.
Some
Are we
are
gonna...
exactly Corbin. Some look a little further along.
I have an idea.
You can put your purple food jelly in each tank.
What a
So I'm not
fucking
gonna lie to you.
play.
It
What a
wasn't that.
play.
It was definitely the monster extract though, but I do like that idea too.
Oh my God.
I mean, he's been tormenting all of these people for so long. Make him the monster that he's been, doing to everyone else. That might be a little too cynical for this party. So my other idea was also, instead of breaking the glass, kind of try to just break them from the inside and just tear their minds apart.
Maybe there's a switch that shuts down the machines that keep them alive.
Yeah, but then that switch could just be turned on. Maybe. I'd rather destroy the bodies from the
How about we
inside.
turn it off and then destroy the thing that it's made of, so it can't be switched back on. Like
While this
break the...
conversation's going on, by the way, George, literally a book in the bag. Just literally not even reading them. I'm yeeting these fucking books.
Okay. You see Lorath like, yeah,
I don't
well,
care if it says how to read fucking like Elven or whatever the fuck.
He's having his bag and he's like, yeah, but if we do that, shit happens and fucking shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Oh yeah.
And Taiga is actually actively looking for other ways into this room. So that way we don't get jumped by anybody.
Go ahead and make another perception check. There are other ways out.
25.
It seems that where you, at the very other end, it seems like another door that just kind of, this place is a long corridor with all these steps to these tubes along the side, following side by side as you walk down this long hallway. There are other corridors. From what you see from your perceptions, there is a brig in one of them, as labeled by one of the doors. There are other testing facilities, um, some of them for the monster extract, some of them for various other creatures. Some of them is just says autopsy rooms and stuff like that. As you go further, uh, as you see further down below, you see that the other the door kind of on the very other end of this hallway doesn't really have a label or anything, but from what you can see, it leads further deeper into the castle itself. Or I should say,
Uh,
it starts ascending up higher into the castle itself.
okay. I'm just gonna post up there in case anybody opens the door. I want to be there and ready while everyone's talking about what to do.
One question, real quick, George.
Hmm.
In Lorath's journal, I once sketched a diagram of something I saw a long time ago in a
Oh,
dungeon, one of our first ones in the Sheikah dungeon. I want to strip through this diary real quick, and I'm talking, you know what I mean?
mhm.
Just kind of quick glance, just in the heat of
We'll
the
use your
moment.
same
If there's
investigation check. There are information incomplete formulas that look very similar, and it starts to get closer and closer into completion. You get closer to one of the jars and you see beneath and above very similar symbols that seem to be illuminated.
you said that these are all filled with fluid because it's I assume it's a jar and stuff like that. Is there a sampling of said fluid? Is there pages written on there as a diagram or an actual concoction, an ingredient list, quote unquote, a shopping list, if you will, um, of how to recreate?
For that itself, it's whatever this stasis fluid, we should say, is comprised of. It seems to be Sheikah in nature, and it seems to be a energy uh, that the Sheikah are able to tap into and draw out.
I just abruptly, just out loud go, fuck. That's why she wanted Taiga. Just no information ever given. I just blurt that out randomly.
What?
Laura, can you please explain yourself?
Also, can you watch your language?
Praise Hylia, sorry. This this concoction, I put my hand on the glass, just
Good.
this it uses a mixture of Sheikah energy, probably why she wanted your blood, so that she could probably recreate it or pull a bit of it out and keep these abominations alive. It probably would exponentially increase the rate of growth, or it would, I don't know. That's just an immediate guess. Either way, you falling into their hands is potentially the worst case scenario right now.
Well, not if we stop them from gathering all this stuff up. I mean, you're taking all the books, right?
Oh, well, of course, but I mean, if someone took all my books, I'd be able to make somewhat do.
I
Um,
wouldn't understand.
This is very interesting. Well, gang. What do we want to do? We're on a time crunch, so I don't want to sit around here forever.
I'm gonna start looking for anything that looks like an off switch.
Yeah, as I'm flipping through this book, is there anything that's just like, okay, all power is generated to here?
All right.
Because I have been talking with oh god, what's his name? Oh, I want to say Sprick so bad. Tinker, no,
Kazoo.
Kazoo.
Yeah.
Been talking with Kazoo a lot. I know how technology is starting to work. Blah blah blah. If there's any form of diagram of industrial grade or something along those lines as to how this facility was built, if there's a set of instructions, for
Fallon, I will
powering
say
on or off.
you can make perception or investigation check with advantage due to Lorath's high investigation check. As he is very focused into looking in books.
Go Fallon.
Both of you are kind of conversing while this is going on. Very nice, 21. It leads you to a metal box with keys on it. Very similar to how Kazoo works. Basically a small little workstation. What you see on the screen is complicated to say the least, but there is very obvious symbols and numbers. Some of them say a percentage of what something is in completion. Some of them are around 98% complete. Some of them are 37% complete. Some of them are like only 5% complete. Messing around with the keys a little bit, kind of just looking through it, you start to see options pop up. Shutdown procedure, startup procedure, initiate, cancel.
I like that word.
You hit cancel and you go back to the home screen.
Shit. I hit escape.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Control Alt Delete.
No,
Hit that
I
Alt
fuck with you,
F4.
but there are things that after some time there is a way, especially with the investigation, especially with the perception, and you guys kind of putting your heads together. There is a way to kill everything in there by way of suffocation, so to say.
Oh,
There should be a key. It says ALT, and then on the top, slightly to the right,
it's got
there's
a
one that
star
says
shape, or
no. It's just ALT. It's like a little rectangle, and then there should be one
I
at the
don't see
top.
it.
It's an F. I don't know what kind of keyboard. I don't know what a keyboard is, but it says
Where's the
F,
cannabis?
and then the Roman numeral of 4.
Oh, you mean
What's a
this one?
Roman?
And then
Yeah. So, and then there's a plus sign. So I don't know if you have to do addition or if we have to do math or something.
well, what's Alt plus
Alt
four?
plus F4. Yeah, try Alt plus F4.
Or fault.
Yeah, fourth Alt. Oh, it
No,
could be the
fourth
fourth
Alt.
alteration. So if you do that, it just bricks it or something. Like it's the bad one.
Wait, there's an
No.
alt on the left and right side of the keyboard. What does it mean?
Oh
Do both.
shit, you're right. Okay, hold on. Blaine has 2 hands, so Alt on the right one and then left finger for F4.
Needless to say, there are various options. You can shut it down and just halt the process. You can
Or kill him by suffocation. Right.
kind of
Yeah.
end it. Any respiratory functions, you can shut that down. You could
Hold on.
activate them.
I do wonder what happens if we activate a younger one that we could kill.
Whoa!
But again,
How would we kill it? We could race it as our own.
I'm
It'd be
saying
like
one that we
maple
could
peanut
kill for the sole purpose of what if we res it and it's like I'm gonna teleport away kind of thing. We just go no and murder.
Mhm. Yes. I know you're raising your hand. You're mute,
He's
motherfucker.
raising his hand and he's trying to talk, but he's still mute. He'd
I'm
do
at
his
the
best.
console. Yeah. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
I forgot. I was ready to just talk. Um, is it just like a key click over, like a switch, or is it a specific like actual
They're
function?
drop-down tabs, and
Drop down tabs.
you're moving
Okay.
with
Oh,
the mouse
Oh,
with
I actually
the
have like
arrow
a mouse.
keys.
Oh, so this is an actual fucking computer.
This is an
Okay.
It's
actual
Alt
computer.
plus favor. We
Yeah,
just talked
yeah.
about this.
It's it's an actual keyboard. You actually do stuff
Okay.
on it.
I will attempt to use the computer and hit the kill switch.
Okay. You got
But
it.
no, we could raise a little Blaine. He doesn't have to be evil. He could be our
I
friend.
hate Corbin.
That's what I rolled
What if
for.
you made it nice?
I rolled for a wisdom save. Oh, I failed the fuck out of that. So I was just like, all right, I'm done with this. Click the button. Unless somebody stops me, in which case I'm all about this.
I wouldn't.
I
I
want
know.
The only
you.
thing I would say is if you were gonna do that, I would like to know beforehand so I can break a vat and grab some liquid. That's literally it.
I
I
think you still.
Oh,
I
they're
want
committing child
you,
murder. That's fucked up.
as you're about to hit the kill switch. There
Yeah, I'm
is
slowly mousing over it and trying to figure the computer out.
there is a moment as you're about to hit the kill switch, and you look back. You see there is, like I said before, there are various degrees of ages between these bodies. And you do notice there's a slight twitch to each of them. They are currently alive for all intents and purposes. Some of them, about, I will say one of them, look like they're about 6 months old.
No.
So what you're telling me is this console has the thing in there saying, "Are you sure you want to uninstall this program?"
Yes.
Which is the fastest way to get me to
No.
go into the command and just annihilate it.
I
But, you
go
know,
to I go to
deal.
click, and Fallon falters and puts it back up to like off instead of anything else. But he does not click. He'll step away from the console. I can't. I can't
Wait, can
do
we
it.
release the little ones? We can have like, you know.
Oh, I start
you
walking
know-
towards the console then.
I'll pat you on the back as you pass me.
I just want to read it. I'm also give me a second.
Uh,
The answer is no.
no. Really?
I mean,
There's your
here,
answer.
hold on. Okay, cool. Here, I mean, this is what I'm going off of.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything. So, yeah, there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, I just kind of.
What's the snap for?
I mean, hold on a second. Let me. Hold on.
Iga is watching this door, trying to block out everything he's hearing behind him.
Okay. It's okay. Are you using the computer or no?
Oh, I'm going towards the computer.
Okay.
I too am going towards the computer.
So
Oh God,
when you say that number, are you just going this one to the right? You know, this like
Yeah.
fifth one to the right.
Yeah.
This one looks closer to the age of Corvin.
I
And
don't give a fuck.
you reach out. You reach out with your
I
mind.
changed the name for our channel.
You reach out with your mind, and there's no save on this. You kind of glance towards the direction, Lorath, as you're going towards the computer. You all kind of notice him glance at one of the tubes. There's a violent twitch from one of the bodies in the tubes, and it starts very subtly with the hands, and then the whole whole body starts to spaz as the liquid starts to become red, and you see from the ears, from the nose, from the eyes, a red mist starts to appear. And the console that you're near, Lorath, goes indicating that one of them has flatlined.
I go to the console. Press the
Wait,
home
let me
key.
use the console. My turn.
Fallon
The
will look
box.
away.
I haven't touched the console yet, brother.
I run over to the console like, it's my turn.
I absolutely, under zero circumstances, let Pee Wee get there first. I will actively fight him.
If Pee Wee fights against you, you guys have to make an contested check against each other.
I will
Fight you.
actively hurt you.
It will have to be an athletics versus an acrobatics check.
Oh, where's the acrobatics button? Fucking come
You can
at
stay
me,
down,
bro.
you little shit.
I'm gonna have a
whoops.
child.
No.
I will make an e-wep.
Pee Wee, you make it to the fucking console. What do
This
you
is
do?
fine, actually.
You have
Whatever.
about maybe 12 seconds before like Lorath comes in and tries to
I
interrupt
want to
you.
release the youngest Corbin and Blaine so I can have them as my own.
How are we gonna take care of this fucking kid?
Wait, so you're
What do
gonna
you
try
mean,
to release
keep
the
it
baby
as
versions or the
already?
child versions of them? What are you trying to do?
The child versions, yeah.
Hunter, you
Whatever's
just
getting
plant them in the
released, I
ground
just
and
nuke
water
it,
them.
George. Whatever gets released, I nuke it.
How about
Hunter,
this?
children are
Whatever
easy.
vegetables coming out,
Roll
I'm
me-
making sure it's a steamed
Roll me
vegetable.
2d10s as you're randomly slamming keys at the moment. Roll me 2d10s separately, and I'll let you know what starts to pop out.
Oh my god. A 1 and a 6.
You got a 1 and a fucking 6. The 1's the baby, by the way.
That's
That's
incredible.
just-
You
The
could have
one's the-
rolled a 5. That would have been really funny, Chris.
The
'cause I too rolled a random dice.
As you hit this, as you like slap the keys, as Lorath is like, "No, you little piece of shit, no!" You hear, unit activation in progress, and you see the liquid starts to, as the one for the baby starts to, like float down to the bottom. And then there's the older looking Corbin starts to.
Can you kill a baby, Mitch?
Oh, absolutely, but I'm killing the older one first. Y'all are actually fucking insane.
Bro, I'm just talking mentally. Fallon couldn't do that shit. Otherwise, this has been.
I personally would kill a baby if I knew it was Hitler. I would strangle it. If I knew, I'd kill it.
All right. As
Fuck that baby.
As this is
Well,
going
we can
on,
make
do
them
any
good
of you?
Hitler.
What do you guys do as this is happening?
Fallon is looking away. He knows what's about to happen.
Why?
Look, dude, I'll actually drop some fucking spell slots right now to just nuke all of these if I can't touch that computer before he keeps opening more. I shit you not.
I just want to run over to the youngest baby and be like, my baby.
I cast Fetus Deletus and Mind Thrust both of them right here and now, George. Open statement. Don't give a fuck.
Not the fetus, deletus.
I don't care how far along they are. I dare one of you bitches to stop me. I will drop every spell slot I have in Mindstorm and nuke everyone, including us in here.
Can I try and hold back Pee Wee?
Oh my
From
god.
what,
I'm
going
gonna
for the
give-
baby?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna give the help action on that one.
Give a contested acrobatics check against Pee Wee.
Roll advantage. I got your ass.
He was going to be so strong. It doesn't matter because the fetus is already dead. Actually, the fetus is alive. I'm killing the older one first.
Okay, you will have that opportunity in just a moment.
Yeah.
Oh
It,
yes.
it danced on that 20.
Now, does she get the help or no?
Yeah, I'll allow the help. If you're like stepping in to
Let's
like
go.
stop the baby,
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's still too powerful.
I'm
still
saving a
too
child.
powerful. Pee Wee fucking slips between your little butterfingers and gets to the baby just in time. Laura, as the liquid starts to drain, the tubes start to open up, and you see two things happen. One thing you start to hear the sound of a child.
Don't care about that one. It's 6 months old. It'll die in 5 minutes, anyways.
As you go ahead and how do you go for the other one?
You're a bastard.
I just stare at it. All right, let me
You
let me
kill
read
it
this
with
to
a
you.
fatherly
All right.
look of disappointment.
I look at this thing with aggravation that I have to kill it this way because I would have really liked to have studied them a little longer, but I can't. I fucking hate Corvin, and I know what he's capable of. Blaine Rothschild is a more powerful wizard than I could ever comprehend. So all of those thoughts are going into this thing's head, and I just want to overload its brain with like information, just kind of thing.
Yes, I was asking what attack are you using on it?
Oh, I'm using Mind Thrust.
Okay,
The one I casted.
He's
I
gonna
can't
roll.
undo that.
He's gonna roll with disadvantage because he is not okay. He already failed. You see
If
him.
it's like, if it doesn't die to this, I'm gonna go real hard.
You hear someone go, and falls limp, curled up in
Good.
a ball.
Well,
Pee Wee, you're holding a baby child in your arms.
My baby boy, I will call you Ewip.
Alt plus F4. No hesitation.
It has a name. You can't kill it, please.
Not on the baby. Not on the baby yet.
well,
Now-
Lorak is dealing with Pee Wee. Can I go over to the?
I'm hitting the
Alt-
goddamn console. I can't be more clear.
Okay.
Alt F4 is keyboard. Not on the
Okay.
baby
I
yet
get a
is the
blade baby, or
phrase.
did I get a Corvin baby?
You're nuking the rest of them.
I'm nuking everything.
You hear at once a siren go off. The lights turn red, at least what you can see. Electrical current runs through all the vats. There's a slight twitch and a tug to many of the humanoids in there, and then there's nothing. They have been
Deleted.
deleted.
Look at how more humane that was than that. Ridiculous. Internal
Is it
thoughts.
over? Oh, is it over?
All but one.
As Fallon, you ask that question, and the siren continues. The child cries even louder.
Fallon close his eyes, purse his lips, and start walking to the door where Taiga currently is.
Pee Wee.
Pee Wee, make an insight check privately and with advantage.
I love it when Chris laughs. It's so
It's
so good. I was kidnapped.
You can sense not a hint of blame in this child. It is innocent. In fact, all those bodies were innocent. They are
Oh.
an empty slate. There is nothing. This
Okay.
is
Wait,
essentially
Blaine's a Tweely, isn't he?
Blaine's a Hylian.
Oh, thank God.
You're holding a Hylian child. A
Okay.
child who is essentially was just born and was not taken over by someone of a more powerful caliber. And by proxy, since his magic jar has been destroyed, in essence, they won't be able to return to this body. It is free from whatever Blaine or anyone else can do. It has an uncertain future while it's in your arms.
What was the old guy we just killed who was related to Blaine? I'm naming the baby that.
Oh, Aticius.
Yeah, it's gonna be Aticius.
You got it. All right. I'm moving you back up.
Look.
And then all of a
Chris.
sudden he wakes up again, another new body. How'd that happen?
Chris, I hope I ruined you right at the very end.
Oh my God.
I want to know so bad.
Hit him in the soft spot.
Boop.
'Cause that's what I'm about to do.
No, don't.
So white whales. What is the
You
next
see
move?
Pee Wee cradling with all four arms his new baby. Aticius. It's a Blaine.
Little baby
Pee-wee.
Blaine.
Autitius died several thousand years ago.
Yes, and this is one of his long, long descendants. Maybe.
You want to raise a kid from 6 months old. The very first thing it's going to do is breathe in the twilight sickness from outside. Just think about that for half a second as a cleric. The first thing this baby will be subjected to is a chemical alteration in the air that some of us couldn't hardly even breathe in. Something so thick you can't even see your hands in front of your face. I understand your want and desire to keep on to Alticius' spirit. But I think someone as a cleric such as yourself, you'd understand the circle of life and death better than most of us.
Well, as a life cleric, it's my duty to preserve all life no matter what, and he's not evil. He's a baby.
How old is this baby? I'm not insane. You said it was 6 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is like
About.
5 minutes away from being a stillborn. I just gotta like stall it out. Like
This is like a baby that was born and then 6 months later it's developed. Not
See,
like
oh
Yeah.
dude, I thought this was a 6-month-old fetus.
it's
Yeah,
not a
no.
three
fetus.
Full
months
time.
from birth is what you were thinking.
No, if it was
Ah.
a 6-month-old,
I had to clarify that because I saw your face.
Yeah, that's
and
why I was just like,
I saw your face. And I'm like, he thinks it's still a 6-month fetus. This motherfucker.
yeah, dude. That's why I casted fetus deletus.
No, it's a little.
Okay.
It's a little past fetus deletus. It is 6 months baby, so it has some weight to it, but still.
How to not?
I still say what I said. Pee-wee, I think we're about to go into combat. I'm not saying me and you. I just mean in general.
Well, that's good. I was
Just-
worried you were going to attack me.
No. Pee-wee, I wouldn't attack you over you trying to save a life. That'd be stupid. Unless you were literally trying to save Hitler, which is kind of what you're doing right now. However,
No, this one hasn't done the actions or thoughts of Hitler.
No,
yet.
yeah, I know. It's the clone of Hitler. Look, I too have read the books. I have thought about this a lot, and I understand. However, we're talking about trying to change the nature of a demon into an angel, and it's very rare.
No, it's not. I went from a Tweely to a Deku Scrub. This is the greatest thing ever.
I think you got worse.
I was blessed by Hylia. I'm her chosen one. If I can't save a baby, what am I even
I think
doing?
you were resurrected by accident by a mask that Fallon put on his head. But look, let's not get into that. Factually, what is your plan with the child? I understand raising it. I actually do. Believe it or not, I know I'm a pretty cynical bastard. I understand. I just want to know if you have a plan.
I've raised 2 to 3 other children, Lorath. It's okay. I know what I'm doing.
One more time. You have kids?
Yes.
What are their names?
Out of game, I'm surprised you don't remember this.
I out of game. I'm actually super surprised. Ewed, Weedy, and I don't remember the other one.
Pee-wee the second.
Oh, yeah, Dewey the second.
So do you plan on having Mabel watch this child as you plant it into the ground? Just
No, these ones don't go on the ground.
Now I question
don't-
how much he knows about raising a child.
I don't quite have enough time for this.
He'd pass a background check at least.
I don't think he would actually. I think that's the definition of failing a background check.
Do we have an age requirement?
Yes.
What is it? Saga's
Old
like
enough
3.
to Saga. I think we have a physical requirement that you have to pass. Like you have to pass a physical, kind of like have. Well, I was going to say how you have to be a president, but we failed that one too. Listen, look, the
Look,
temptation to just fucking
not-
nuke this child like a goddamn microwave in itself is so high. However,
Laura, it's not your problem. I've got it handled.
it's actually not your problem either. Just so you're aware, you're endangering everyone by keeping a child here, which is kind of why I'm annoyed. I don't know. See, Samira's screaming.
Yeah, Samira agrees with me.
Samira is screaming. Fallon is walking away.
I mean, I can
That's-
help him if a Pee-wee needs help with taking care of it.
He'll
I,
have 2 dads. He'll be so
I don't
powerful.
like where this conversation is going.
Okay. We're gonna go up these stairs and go stop a blimp from, destroying everything. I, in my head, think I will dump monster extract on this thing to prove a point. Just in this exact moment. And Pee-wee, together, we will all go up there and stop this. If that baby gets in the way, you will be holding a paperweight.
I got this.
Okay.
Are we
I trust
really? Are we really? And he's just
I
looking over it.
genuinely agree with the ideology of raising this child as this.
He
It's
stops
not an
for a
evil
minute.
child. The child is not evil.
I don't care about that. I just we're
Yeah,
in the
we're
worst
completely
possible place.
unqualified. Oh, I
Yeah.
100% agree. However, given the circumstance that our life cleric doesn't want to kill a life that he has claimed, I don't feel like dealing with that right now, and we have shit to do. And if it comes to
Where-
that point, I promise
we
you,
gonna-
we won't have to deal with it for long.
Where are we gonna? Okay.
Hey, Fallon. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, me and you up front. Know what I'm saying?
Not
We just
parents
walk.
wouldn't understand.
We just walk. We just go.
leave that
He's gonna
shit.
accidentally feed it to the piranha plant. It's okay. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't say that. I forgot the piranha plant. I was like, oh yeah, the piranha plant, the bomb plant, and the other one that I forgot.
So I said, you're just gonna try to bury the kid underground. You're like, no, that's not how it works. I'll give it to my son. Here you go.
Tyga's gonna walk back and start hanging out with Pee Wee to make
I will
sure
say,
Pee
I
Wee doesn't
constantly-
get the kid killed.
I constantly will stay within 60 feet of Pee Wee from now on. If that baby gets in the way, it will no longer be in the way.
I hate this.
I will ask, as you guys are about to make your way out, there are other rooms. Would you be interested in looking in any of the other rooms?
Yes.
Who
Very
knows? Maybe
good.
there are other bodies in them we have to destroy.
Yeah, if there's more kids, I'm so excited, dude. I'm gonna make him carry fucking quadruplets. See if he starts dropping eggs and which one he's gonna save.
I fucking hate you, man, so much. This is
Go on,
terrible.
cast your spells. Which one dies for it? Do your somatic component.
As you begin to look into the
Use
other
the spell.
rooms,
Use the baby as your spell focus. Wait, that shit.
Let him go. Let him talk.
as you begin to, as you all have this discussion and start looking into the other rooms, roll D4 for me. One of you roll D4. Raise your hand. Whoever raised their hands up first.
Pee-wee! Pee-wee! No! Fuck you!
Valid.
Pee-wee's rolling the D4. He has all the responsibility right
Okay,
now. Fuck him.
Pee-wee, roll D4 for me if
Oh,
you're good,
private
please.
shit. How do I? It's a good one, guys.
Right click review. Yeah, hell yeah.
It's another fetus. Let's go.
The break.
Quick, eat it!
Yo,
I
baby
didn't-
yeet. Baby yeet. It's a simple melee.
It's a simple melee weapon.
Holy shit.
This is horrible.
I don't do that, but I did make it.
This is horrible. But the break.
If any of you thought you were going to hell, I want you to know it's a guarantee now.
Pee-wee, as you
It all comes full circle.
as you're opening, you open the
My
door
baby is
and
loose.
you're all having this discussion about childcare and Planned Parenthood.
Remember that time in an alternate life where we eated a baby that was a demon?
Yes, yes, I do.
My character cried and threw up.
I remember whenever they argued that it was a good deed to
See an orphan, kill
swing
an
a
orphan,
baby
you know
by
what I
an
mean?
umbilical cord into a tree and splatter it onto a wall.
I'm a war veteran.
Hey,
I've done
it
more
wasn't
fucked
swung
up
to a
things,
tree.
quote unquote.
We're losing
Hold
it,
up.
boys.
Was it
As
swung into a
you-
building?
No, it
No,
was.
wait, here, let him go, let him go, let him
As
go,
you
let him go,
open the
let him go,
door-
let him go.
You enter an area with multiple cells. Most of them are empty. All except for one. A man sitting on a bench, kind of slouched over, twiddling his thumbs. A man that you all recognize immediately as you all see Pontiff Merryweather. And he looks at all of you.
We saved him. Oh my god, we did it.
white whales, and he steps up and he gets to the bars and he's like, how did you get here?
walk.
Long conversation needed.
Yeah, we need to get you
Do
out
you
of
know
here.
where? Do you know when they put you in here? Was there a key or a button? Just say that while you process what's happening.
I think they were playing with that over there, and you see there's something in the wall. There's like this glass screen.
I go to it. I have so many books.
I'm booked.
I've looked at so many Alt F4s today. I have a lightning sword. I will shove it into this and overload it. Like I have
Wait,
so many stupid ideas right now.
before we open this, is there a chest in the room with him?
That is very
there's
true.
a chest with multiple teeth. No.
Perfect.
No.
Pontus, open that.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Say investigation.
As he goes ahead and heads over to the console, you go ahead and your mind flashes back and you look inside. You don't see a chest. You look at him, and he kind of stares back at you. Taiga, make an insight check.
He didn't mean me.
I've met this guy once.
You met this guy once. Looks like him.
He smells like him too.
From all intents and purposes, you don't
you.
feel any deception in the fact that he's surprised that you guys are here. He is totally flabbergasted that you're even in this area. But, Lorath, you go ahead and you walk over to the console. You says "fuck you" for a moment, and then all the doors open up. He looks around. My chair just farted. He looks around.
No, that was you.
And he's
you move farted. It's like a dog. Scare yourself.
He kind of like brushes his hair over. I didn't expect rescue so soon, or at all, to be honest. I'm impressed. Thank you all.
I know what you're about to ask. I would ask you very politely to ignore it.
I'm a man of the cloth. I can't really ignore it.
Okay.
How good are you at a man of the cloth with
the pontiff?
Right, but I meant like with children
So is he.
specifically.
Do you have like a? Is this like a Catholic thing? Can I not?
He looks at the child. He looks at all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Why the child? Why do you bring a child here?
Well, it's
rescuing. Technically, this is a long story. Let's walk and talk, and to the next room.
Yep.
As explain the situation in full detail, except for me pressing Alt F4 and murder 2 children beforehand.
When you leave that part out, I just kind of look at you like.
I do say at the very end, we then dispatched the bodies. However, Pontus seeing new life.
He looks at
carried on.
As you guys go into the other room and you're explaining this, and he sees all this. He's like, "That is certainly very strange magic. I forget your name, and he looks at you, Pee Wee.
I am Pee Wee. It's a pleasure to meet you again.
Right. Pee Wee. Can you bring the child
Oh
over?
my god, do it. Do it.
Don't say that,
Do
bitch.
it. Do it.
He's a fellow
please.
Hylian worshiper. He would never hurt the baby, as far as I can
Dude,
tell.
Shocking grasp this kid. Shocking grasp this kid.
I bring the baby over to him.
Shocking grasp this child.
He
Bless him, bless him,
places the
Shocking grasp, shocking grasp, shocking grasp.
Inflict wounds,
his
inflict
hand
wounds, inflict wounds.
on top of the forehead of
Vampire
the
touch,
child,
vampire touch, vampire touch.
and you see. One moment.
Push the soft spot
I gotta make sure he has it.
like a button. Like, oh no.
Yeah,
Drop
he-
baby,
he
it's
really
fine.
worked to make sure he had a soft spot.
To kill baby, delete it, fidelitis.
All babies have an off switch. It's right there. You,
You
just gotta
see-
poke it.
The child
What?
starts to like kind of stir as he puts his hand on its head, and you see this glow emanate from his hand. And then there's a once again he closes his eyes, and as the child starts to rise, it soothes and falls to sleep, and you see that is visibly sleeping. As far as I can tell.
I have to put it down. I understand.
No.
No.
Kidding.
It's just a normal child. Untethered by any magics.
Huh?
I told you this. And now you have a second opinion.
Hold on, I'm just slightly confused. It's untethered.
Yes. Nothing malevolent, or it's, from what I can see, just a child. In fact, I would say that maybe most of these were probably blank slates.
You know the scene in Avengers where Tony Stark makes Vision and Thor's like, or Vision's like, I don't know how you can get me to trust you, but we have to go. And he hands him the hammer. And then Thor walks up and goes, well done. I do that to Pee Wee. Just walk up like, well done. And then just go off to the next door. Just like, you did good. Just keep going.
I'm right behind him. Suddenly, this baby is not my concern. I really don't care.
Good baby.
That's a nice
Kinda
way.
fucked
Good
up they had
catch.
to get the
Good.
stranger to say that the baby's not evil but not trust their friend.
I'm with you.
There's a moment as you are all searching the other rooms. There's the autopsy room. There's various monsters kind of in different tubes and jars and stuff. Nothing extraordinary here. Is regular stuff. The other room seems more of a storage facilities where they keep various substances in. Make an investigation check for those of you who are interested.
I will use my help action.
Okay.
Alt plus F4 and sweep.
As this is going on, Pontiff kind of sticks close to you, Pee Wee. and he there's a concerned look on his face, and he goes, "So, Pee Wee,
Yes, Pontus.
what is your goal with the child?"
Oh, I'll take him back to the White Whales and, figure something out. Maybe the king will know. He's like a good dad.
May I make may may I make a suggestion?
Sure.
If we're able to find a passage out of here, out of the castle, would you allow me to act as his guardian while while you all continue further?
Why would you message me that?
Fallon is nodding his head in agreement to Pontiff, but will say nothing
I
because
have
it's
a fun
Pontiff's
idea for
decision.
the child.
I had a much more fun idea for the child.
No, mine's like an actual good one that'll solve all of our problems at once.
Same. What's
It does
your
not involve
idea?
killing the child, though.
Neither does mine inadvertently. What is yours?
Take him back to the castle, have the king raise him, because he's technically Blaine's successor in a way. So we can get back this stupid family back to being loyal to the king by having it raised by the king.
I fucking
Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
It's the safest way to deal with all of this.
However, hear me out.
What the fuck?
Ignore everything everyone is saying. Give the child to the Red Hot Chili Dragons.
They will die so fast.
No.
Specifically, Chris's character. She'll get baby fever really fast. It'll be great. You don't fuck shit up.
Pontus, I don't. When this is all done, let's see where we're at, because I think bringing it back to the king and having him raise it and be another loyal subject again would be good for the realm.
I'm just saying for the time being.
I mean, you put him to sleep. You did a good job. Like, you can hold on to him till then.
Yes, but we're in the heart of the enemy, and I mean, I will escape the castle with him. That's what I'm trying to say. And then when you're all
So you're gonna escape to the castle and go to Hyrule with the child, so we may continue our journey without Pee Wee holding a child. Correct?
there's no
Say
escape
yes.
from this area. We're all stuck
not
in the
yet.
city.
Could it?
No, we're
You
Oh.
could have yes. That
Do you
that,
all
that
not
a
know
man
where
would give
we're
up the
at?
kid. What?
we're in the twilight.
We're in the Twilight Realm. We are in the Twilight Realm. The Palace of Twilight lies just beyond. We are not in Hyrule.
Oh.
Huh?
The whole
We're
city.
not scaling.
The whole city has been plucked from Hyrule and transported to the Twilight Realm. We're not completely in the Twilight Realm as of yet.
Do you know where they're holding the mirror and the ship?
The focal point of this mirror, I've seen it. It was in this level. Actually, it was in the room just above here. But when
Found a look up.
but when it was
It's a
activated,
light.
it was moved onto the top of the castle.
Hey, Jordan. Can you grab the mic
Ah,
just a little?
there we go.
Thank you.
When the mirror was activated, it was moved to the top of the castle. the focal point of everything. It is currently moving the whole city into the other realm.
Thanks
Very
for
cool.
that. We needed a good direction to go.
Yes, but
We always going up.
if it's not disabled or destroyed by the time it completes its task, this whole city will fall.
Fallon is done searching through shit.
Disable or destroy. We disable and keep.
No, we don't want to destroy it because it's bad luck to destroy a mirror.
That's very true. Thank you, Pee-wee.
But this is
I
a
also think it's
Twilight
7
mirror,
years
so it
bad
might
luck to
be
keep.
good luck.
I want to
destroy the
let it.
mirror.
I want to let the decision go up to Rowdeck. He would know best.
I just kind of glance at Pee Wee. He's like, get fucked. Little brat.
What did I do?
You're
Because like,
holding
oh,
a
it's my
child and
mirror.
you just asked that question?
Yeah, the only Twily left is me. Because you're not a Twily anymore. Go find the mirror first. If we can
Well-
disable it, we will. If we can't, we'll destroy it.
Okay.
You know, it's another mirror. As like we're starting to walk. Don't we have that eye mirror? Can we
The lens.
replace those? Yeah, it's a lens. It's a
I don't know.
Magnifying glass.
Real quick
Would it just
before we leave,
spoil the city.
while you guys were talking and grabbing stuff, can Tyga see if he can manipulate whatever the goop was in the tank? Because I can control energy. I'm just gonna walk over and be like, "Mm, mm," and see if it does anything.
Taiga, you go ahead and how do you manipulate it?
I assume I'm gonna try to charge it with like my psychic blade energy in a way, just kind of like the way I can like make blades and hold it. I can try to
Do
like
you make any physical contact, or is this just you trying to assess your will over it? So to say.
I will do like assessing will over it. I don't want to touch it yet.
Okay. So as you do that, and you're like, you heard what the substance is made of, what it might be, from various different sources, and you start to put in the energy that you normally do when you're forming your daggers, and you see the liquid. What remains, and the little blue bits of energy that remains.
Fix your mic.
You see the energy start to coagulate and form, then eventually take shape of a dagger.
Hmm. I'm gonna pull out like an empty potion jar I have and kind of like put the dagger over it and like let go to see what happens.
You let go and goes into the jar, like a liquid. The
I'm gonna
light
fill up
slowly
a couple
dims.
jars of these.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a slight request.
Mhm.
Good man, good man.
I am getting the tired.
I had to wake Matt up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I
I
get it.
woke up real early to go to work. I'm
Right.
fucking exhausted.
Well, we were wrapping up soon.
Okay, perfect. I didn't know where we were. That's why I thought I'd ask.
No, we are definitely wrapping up soon.
I just wanted to do this
Add a
before we left the room.
whole fucking vial of Sheikah energy.
How many can I grab while they're talking?
The ones that you're able to pull, just the one vial.
Okay.
Yes. So your insight check, not insight, your investigation check, Lorath. Going through the room and scouring through it, there are fluids that contain insects and creatures and stuff like that. More notably, you find a couple healing potions in the room. Standard healing
Love
potion.
that. Love that. I got none, so
You got it. I'll
I'm
go
just gonna
ahead.
message you that, and we'll deal with it later.
I'll just drag and drop it in there. Simple enough.
Okay.
Oh, and the master ore. I forgot to put that in there too. Where's the bag of holding? There it is. Just throw it in there. And
Master ores to be set at a different time.
Look at
So-
that. Yeah, I have that easy.
yep, red.
You're the treasurer. I trust you.
Where are you? There we go.
I don't want this fucking yellow
Master
rock.
wrong.
He tried to kill my baby.
He tried to kill my
I
baby.
didn't try. I will kill the baby.
There we go. All right.
Sherlyn, you turned around and looked like the biggest, saddest puppy dog I've ever seen in my life. And I said,
kill
"No,
the
I will
baby."
kill that baby." You just turned around like,
Yes.
"Don't kill
So
the baby."
the Ponta still continues. I don't know how much time is left, but we are currently above the Palace of Twilight. And when we fully transition into this world, Ash City will plummet. And all of us along with it.
Well, it's a good thing we're going to go stop it.
Yes, that would be most advisable. Unfortunately, I'm not one for scrapping. So I will prefer if you guide me out along the way. That'd be great.
Hold
And
my
if-
baby,
Wanna
I
stop
got
us
this.
out.
And if we don't find the exit before we find what we need,
Wow. Only way but up, right? And as he says that, a large explosion far above is heard. Outside the castle. Many, many, many blocks away. The Red Hot Chili Dragons start making their way towards the castle. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
oh fuck, here we
Yay.
go,
Race
boys.
to get to the top for the dragons, take out everything. Got it.
As we will see, as the Red Hot Chili Dragons will move, we'll also go with the White Whales at the same time.
What?
So we're gonna be playing both fucking characters.
I'm gonna hit on
at the
myself, and it's
same.
gonna be awesome.
No. God, no.
Ew.
Anyway,
But that's
night,
where
boys.
we'll end the session.
Good night.